Hi, I'm Taya Williams. Thank you for joining me here on Taya's Sweet Aroma. Today I am going to be sharing with you the recipe for my homemade pizza dough. This pizza dough recipe is my version of a basic pizza dough. Now it is one that is really easy to put together. I use it in a number of different recipes other than pizza. As a kid, my mom would always buy the pizza dough that's in a roll, kind of like the biscuits from the store. Me and my sister Cherie would have a ball making our own pizzas from scratch. And so I got some company. And so anyhow, I decided to come up with my own version of a pizza dough to make with my kids so that they could have some fun and create memories like me and my sister did, making their own pizzas. And they really enjoy working with this dough and piling up as many or as little of their favorite toppings. And so anyhow, I'm gonna finish getting all these ingredients measured out and then we'll go over the ingredients. The ingredients you're gonna need for this recipe is some honey, extra virgin olive oil, some salt, active dried yeast, some water, some bread flour. If you don't have any bread flour, you can go ahead and substitute it for some all-purpose flour. Your crust will just be a little bit more on the chewier side. The first thing you wanna do to get started is you want to get your yeast activated. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my honey to this warm water, along with the yeast. Gonna give it a stir. I'm now gonna set the yeast aside and allow it to activate. You'll know it's ready when it gets nice and foamy on the top. It usually takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. To get started making the dough, what I'm gonna do is get 3 cups of my flour into my mixer that has been fitted with the dough hook attachment. Now, if you don't have one of these machines, everything that I'm doing can be done by hand. It will just take you a little bit longer to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it on low, get the salt added in. And now that my yeast has activated and gotten nice and foamy on the top, I'm gonna go ahead and start pouring it into the flour, along with the olive oil. I'm gonna crank the machine up and allow it to start coming together. As my mixer's going, I'm gonna slowly drizzle in more flour until the dough starts to create a ball and is no longer sticking to the sides of the bowl, and I will show you what that looks like when we get there. Okay. My dough has now come together into a ball. It is no longer sticking to the side of the bowl. It's no longer sticky at all. You can see it has a really nice stretch to it. It is done at this stage. At this stage, the pizza dough is pretty much done. The only thing that we have to do now is you want to take a bowl and drizzle in about a tablespoon of olive oil. And what this extra olive oil is going to do is it's going to keep the dough from sticking to the sides of the bowl, but also keep it from forming a crust as we give it time to double in size. Go ahead and take your dough, which should not be sticky at this stage. You can see it's nice and stretchy. It smells like yeast. One of my favorite smells, especially when you're baking up some bread and that aroma just goes throughout the whole house. I'm just giving it a light little knead to get it into a ball, just like this. Then you want to take it, coat it in the oil. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this in some plastic wrap, set it aside in a warm, draft-free area so that way it has the time to double in size. Once it doubles in size, you can do with it as you please. You can make calzones, you can make pizza pockets, some breadsticks, of course pizza. This recipe right here will give you 2 medium-sized crusts, so keep that in mind. Or you can make a really ginormous one if you have a big enough oven to put it in, or a wood-burning oven outside. That would be cool. I wish I had one. But anyways, I'm gonna get this covered up. I'm gonna be using this pizza dough in an upcoming recipe, so be sure to stay tuned to see how I put it to use. And as always, I thank you for spending time with me here today, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.